Good afternoon, all of you. Today I'm here to present research conducted on estimation of the sedimentation in Kalu River Basin within Ratnapura district using INS SDR model. Let's move to introduction. Soil erosion is the process of removing upper soil layer. It happens due to the effect of wind and water flowing power, raindrop effect, strip throw, etc. Some results of soil erosion are decreased production of harvest, damaged stream network, decreased water quality. Sediment are the unconsolidated rock particles that have been transported by wind or water or shifted under the influence of the gravity. The present construction creates the changes in sedimentation process and yield. Sedimentation process include mainly four parts: weathering, transportation, disposition, and diagnosis. Let's see what is the research problem. Soil erosion of the watershed area decreases the amount of the land and the fertility of the soil. Decrease in the water quality due to the sedimentation harm biodiversity of the river. Kalu River is affected by the sedimentation for a long time without any mitigation. Ratnapura area is vulnerable for frequent flood and sedimentation make it severe. This research will be conducted to determine soil erosion and sedimentation status in Kalu River Basin within Ratnapura district. My primary objective was obtaining sediment yield, sediment retention, and soil loss potential map using INVEST STR model. My sub-objective are obtaining the total potential soil loss in the original land cover calculated by universal soil loss equation and the RKLS equation. Kaluganga watershed within Ratnapura district is selected as my study area. It receives more southwest monsoon rainfall and the vulnerable for frequent flood. The Kaluganga River watershed is 2,658 square kilometers. The major land use are forest, residential, and agriculture cropland. My study areas lie between those values, and it flows from the height about 2,250 meters above MSL. In earlier field studies uh, for use for prediction and the assessment of the soil erosion, it was very expensive, time consuming, and data need to be collected over many years. And also, field studies have some limitation, complexity of interaction, the difficulty of generalizing from the results. Soil erosion prediction and the assessment were challenging to researchers since 1930s. They have developed model for overcome that problem. These models were categorized as empirical, semi-empirical, physical, process-based. Empirical model based on the observation and usually statistical in nature. Universal soil loss equation and revised universal soil loss equation are the examples for that. Semi-empirical model based on the partially lumps form of the water and the sediment continuity equation. Modified universal soil loss equation, Morgan and Finley model are the example for that. Physical process based model used to represent the essential mechanism controlling erosion. Water erosion prediction project model as example for that. This study is based on the universal soil loss equation and revised universal soil loss equation. The universal soil loss equation is simplified model formed in 1978. It was developed for agriculture application. Urban setting limited and it cannot predict a single storm event. Revised universal soil loss equation is developed version of universal soil loss equation. It has adapted to include non-agricultural areas and is provide most accurate results and the simplest application. In a SDR model, based on the concept of hydrological connectivity as parameterized by Broseli in 2012. INNES model requires the minimal number of parameters uses globally available data and is partially displayed. Let's move to methodology. Yeah, I have conducted this research by using two methods: INNES SDR model and soil loss estimation and the sedimentation yield estimation through the GIS environment. There are 7 it as an input for INS SDR model, and sediment retention, sediment yield, and soil load potential are the output of INS SDR model. By for the GIS analysis, I have used 5 factors. R factor was calculated by this equation, and average annual rainfall data obtained from the meteorological department in 38 different rain gauge stations in Ratnapur area. K factor depend on the soil type, and the values are obtained from the irrigation department of Sri Lanka. LS factor calculated by using this equation, and slope is obtained by digital elevation model, which is taken from SRTM satellite, and slope length were calculated by cell resolution and flow accumulation. C and P factor are constant with the reference to the land use or land cover type. Those tables, these table represent that values. Soil erosion susceptibility calculated by the using R, K, and LS factors. The values are indicated the total potential soil loss in original land cover without C and P factor. That was equivalent to the soil loss for bare soil. Highest values are represented in red color, and lowest value represented in green color. Annual soil loss calculated by using R, K, LS, CV factors. That means universal soil loss equation. Values are indicated total potential soil loss in original land cover. The highest value represented in white color, and lowest values are represented in green color. In this figure, INS model results and the GIS models are approximately same. By using this result, it's 95%. Sediment exported from the relevant area represented by these figures. Brown color uses the highest value, and lowest value represented by yellow color. Sediment retention index and sediment retention are the intermediate output of INS SDR model. And sediment retention index used to the identify the areas which has more sediment retention, and it should interpret that relevant to the values, relative values, not absolute value. Sediment retention show the second figure shows the sediment retention with the reference to the watershed. This is the output results of the INS SDR model. There are 6 different watersheds in Ratnapur area. Sediment retention, sediment export, and soil loss values are indicated by this table. Let's move to conclusion. INS model are provided great advantages when generating the spatial information, estimating the annual soil loss and sediment yield over the large area. The results of both methods are similar, and INS model is more efficient since it has automated workflow. According to the INS model results, sediment retention, sediment export, and soil loss value of Kallu River Basin mentioned here. By observing the results study, then can be concluded that soil erosion is 13 times larger than the tolerance. According to the results, 32 GN divisions of 9 GS divisions were identified as high soil loss, soil erosion prone areas. For future works, using them with the higher resolution can obtain accurate results, and to determine the soil conservation method by using this results of study, water quality can be evaluated with the amount of sediment exported. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Vidarshana, for your presentation and your work. Highly appreciated. And Any reason for, did you identify any reason for these changes? Changes may be coming from your model and the GIS results. Did you identify any change? Any reason for those changes? No.
In this STR model, use the revised universal soil loss equation, and to my GIS analysis, I was use universal soil loss equation. There are some difference in calculating some factors that.
Okay. Right. Okay, Mr. Darshana.